Welcome, it's June the 16th and I'm here for the opening of Stride Treglown's UWE R Block building. Here we are at UWE R Block and I'm going to call over Andy. Andy is one of the lead designers and delivered the project. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the building?
I'll tell you a little bit about the cladding. The cladding is made from a recycled material. It's got about 95% recycled content, made from recycled brick dust and slate dust from the Ibstock factories.
And Andy, what is this?
This big yellow thing is the air intake for the ground coupled ventilation system, which supplies air into the mod cell enclosed lecture theatre.
Are we going to see that later?
We'll see that later, and we'll see the vision panel of the mod cell, straw bales.
And here's the meadow planting. It's already attracting wildlife, as you can see. Guests are beginning to gather, ready for David Willits, who's going to be formally opening the building in about half an hour's time. And at this end of the open reception area we have the part of the perspex area, so that you can see the straw bale system that's used in the main lecture theatre. And the reason for this is so that the students, architecture students here who will be using UWE R Block will actually benefit from seeing the system. And that's part of the ethos here in this building, is that we have exposed services, exposed structure, and the idea is that the students, as they're actually using the building, can start learning about construction.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's my first visit to you. It's very exciting to be here. I'm sorry that because we've been summoned back to the Commons for votes during this afternoon, it's such a brief visit, but I hope I will be able to come back again and see more of the university, and of course also some of those excellent links you've got to key businesses as well. You mentioned the white paper, and you're right, we are working flat out on it. It is going to be published very soon now. But I can tell you that the three themes in it are, first of all, the importance of putting universities on a financially sustainable footing. And of course I realise all the controversy about fees and loans, but we mustn't lose sight of the fact that at the end of this Parliament in 2014-15, when we know around so many parts of public expenditure there are reductions, we estimate there will be more cash going into universities for teaching than there is now. And of course no student will be paying up front for that. So we've first of all got to get the financial sustainability. The second thing we've got to do is to focus on teaching quality. We have intense competition and rewards for research excellence. We want to not lose sight of the importance of high quality teaching and reward the universities that focus on a high quality teaching experience. And the third thing, of course, is access, making sure that the opportunity of going to university is open to people regardless of their background, and that universities make even greater efforts to ensure that they broaden their access. Now you will know that all those are three challenges which I know you personally and UWE absolutely live up to. The mission that you have for this university is absolutely in line with those three crucial ambitions for the Coalition's policy. It's important that we carry on backing universities like this and projects like this, and it's why it gives me great pleasure to be here today, officially to open this new extension. Thank you very much.
I'll give you a few examples of how we try to achieve this. You've seen the mod cell straw bale construction, which actually forms not just that one bit there, but the whole of the cladding system for the lecture theatre. We've also used recycled bricks to form the external cladding, the tile hanging system that's on all the elevations. Sophisticated lighting controls, ducted ground source ventilation system, which is linked to that stack there, draws in cool air through underground system into the ventilation system for this lecture theatre. to get some free cooling. There are many, many other examples of materials, design principles and construction techniques the whole team have pulled together that, I can't mention. It's just too big a project to really tell you about all. Thank you very much for, if you've been involved with it, we should be really proud of this building. Thank you.
Here's the main atrium space, so it connects all the studios together. The glass block floor, and the light comes down into the level below, so that we get as much natural light as possible from the overhead 3 stories. Great visibility up to the upper level, and there are the yellow painted natural vent ducts. It's an Ibstock brick panel. It's made from 95% brick dust from the factory, so it's a byproduct. And first time this product was used, and it's part of the brief for this scheme was to have a very high recycled content as part of the project brief, as well as the BREEAM Excellent.
Really good idea. In search of healthy habits and liking that.
Got built-in frame on the side and back below. Brilliant, isn't it?
Here's the open plan staff area to encourage interaction between all disciplines.
They talk to each other.
There's a typical studio space, flexible open plan environment with all the services on display, so the students can understand how the building goes together. And all these rooms are naturally ventilated, and there's a fresh air grill underneath the window where the fresh air comes in. In the winter gets heated by the radiator and the fresh air rises, and using natural stack effect gets pulled out on the other side via these extractors, natural vent. So, final thoughts on your lovely creation?
It looks stunning.
Kirsty, any thoughts?
We're amazing.
Andy?
Nothing.